she okay wa do to me wa bo mi she ngene afeju ni maju na maju wa bo likutu wo pe o ma shi Leebi Ŋulami no coming to you live from the heart of the city niji Asafo Achejato street Leebi Ŋulami o je chere momle sanu onye opet mo boni mi pekenta be ngbeji ni tetelate Druma fe wono ngene wa fe politics o ba ko sanjie komeni ya no eni ajeke henya ba she ka gbene wo hia ya te eji e hate niji o ba we wo che wuntumi sani kenko be Exim Bank na gba ni eba wa ke shikani ake hale ya hia ke gba tuni e boni chonu chumo tele ha ke ya hia ke ya mi le hun introduce ni bi krokumani aba kweko ni ake mo ni ji jey ke muji ka gbene boni nu emi wo ga ke he krokumo ba kwa kaso noji some of the steps ni oba ni o can mitigate neke flood issues ne lo eke agbene le wen agbe no onyawo sedina le won ba ko ake amoto ne hia ne ba manage no nation na pa fata wo iwo ke kachi imo fo we show ba ko ba o wa cha woni fi mo
have a very high nutritional demand in relation to their size, and vitamins play an important role in maintaining healthy growth. That is why we at Base Pharmacy Company Limited have introduced Base Vite Kid Drops, a multivitamin drop with 7 essential vitamins including vitamin A, D, B1, B2, B6, and vitamin C to aid your child's healthy growth. Base Vite Kid multivitamin drops have been specially formulated to help meet your child's nutritional requirements, helping them to get back to playtime faster. With Base Vite Kid drops from Base Pharmacy Company Limited. For further inquiries of bulk purchase, call Base Pharmacy Company Limited on 0302 672 317 or 0247 287 853.
This advert is FDA approved.
Grade A Academy is all you need. With our neat, spacious, and serene learning environment, we make sure your child is as good as gold. We also engage in lots of extracurricular activities such as excursion, career day celebrations, games, and so much more. Our canteen also serves the best and nutritional meals with your kids well attended to. And we are ready to enroll your ward from nursery, kindergarten, primary to JHS 1. Admission is currently ongoing. Locate Grade A Academy on the Atamills High Street behind Enterprise Insurance or call us on 0542 426 803. Great Aim Academy. We see passion and excellence. Are you looking for a media house for your upcoming events? Welcome to Omashi TV Production Crew, a digital station that offers live event coverage such as conferences, parties, corporate meetings, weddings, and live streaming on all social media platforms. Soft copies of events or production can be made available upon request. For further inquiries, call Omashi TV on 0536 772 262 or 0244 425 652. Omashi TV Production. A drag swing man can mean share.
Gana bi gamanti asiya mi bi fe ami penye kemba asaga ni fe hunu o ya he strut ibona fe ni mi bi ni gba me ana woke amane bo aba fama bi anyi ke amla lo ibona fe na amla akwa ni eyi ebuwa ni anya ke sa ni ke chine ime fe o ya e ko me woke akutu nkwaro ma fi assembly members na asangba te ofilo anke woke police fui alo o che me ni me ayabuwa ni onyendo ke sana kan fi mo
yeah ora don Inka police foi.
Ke wo kwani na agbako e bi ene. Eke wo sa boy. Eke wa achu.
Je ya me pe. Popa wo jin ke popa bibi anokolo ifi akwa. Na kan le won wo kan majanche bi le won na sanba.
Na gba ro e titriji gogota ni.
hey ni ekole ni jo ami echichiniye alo ni jo bege meni saka ko na chunwe ni hey ni ekole ama chunye ni esa alo mbi ko meni afe egbe ko manu lehin ele meni fe okapa ni gbe no asaga ni fi mu atori gbe jam ojuba denke e ba nya bona fi ni ofebe ke ha ne ke ni fi mo ni asaga ni fi mo ba no da gbe pa nyo ka se me ni hu le mi ye o mashi tv no mbe ini odai afute kofi meji mo ni yo asaga ni fi mo ni ochina.
Hello, lovely viewers. You are all welcome on the program Fingerprints. This program has been designed to help you know how to create your own business, including livestock, farming, banking, selling, and what have you. I bring to you entrepreneurs who have made it, who have the skills and ability to help you know how to create your business. This is where you have the experience to create your own business. I'm your regular host, Odai Afote Kofi. Catch me live on Mashi TV every Tuesday at 3 to 4 p.m. The program will be repeated to you on Saturdays 8 to 9 p.m.
Okay, she died in a Kenyan children. For you be a lulu or machine or what to him, Mabu Mishi. Tamono, we catch a yabalake, Saka for she gave no Jim Monibiane, Isake and Yamashineka, no Nia, no fair, Coca, Safu, Nekeji Bonisa.
You are she, I could like a mini, Okokate. I'm a fan of Bini.
Chekumi.
Thank you very much. Both NPP, NDC. Will belong to one country. That be you.
If they are finding grievances and those things, they don't understand themselves. So why not? They should send it to High Court.
With Omashi Morning Star, Niji Omashi Leebi Ŋulami, okay, stay informed, be entertained, and inspired with a dynamic team of hosts and experts.
Several things have happened in the world and are ongoing in the world, including Iran, US, Israel, and the whole Gulf and Middle East. And so these are ongoing issues that we need to keep an eye on. But let me thank the Honorable Minister of Labor, Jobs and Employment, and the Minister for Government Communications for organizing this dialogue. And I'm pleased to welcome all of you to the presidency, and I believe that we'll have a fruitful interaction. As part of our reset agenda and our quest for transparency in government, I pledged during the campaign to consult key stakeholders frequently in order to promote public trust in government and accountability. And so we held the first dialogue with the private sector, which we call the engine of growth, to see what the issues are and challenges that they face in terms of investing and expanding their businesses. Today's dialogue is with organized labor, because you need labor to be able to move the economy. And after this, as the Minister for Government Communications said, we will meet with the civil society organizations. That would include religious leaders, traditional leaders, and all of them. I just wish to set the preamble by saying that this government has nothing to hide what you see is what you get. We've come a long way from the period where you had two different economic statistics. The statistics that we give you are the true state of the economy. And so today, we will show you what the size of the national cake is. You need to know what the size of the national cake is before we all decide how we share it. If we don't let you know what the size is, you believe it's bigger than it is, and your share is smaller. But if we let you know what the size is, then all of us know that the share we're getting is commensurate to what the cake is. And so don't
ngama ko ya wacha ni gonti ajonya to pale no body manyike oyo wanchi ekuru me fen ba fata we kanya shwa ka gbe langwa le no wajo to ime won habo mi she mo shida pe ya ha Great Aim Academy Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic Helios Care Center ka gbone base vet kids job amedamo ze wake Leebi Ŋulami ni fi mo ba ebe no drama fe wo no saka wake wi mo fe wo de hie mo chu no he wo if you believe prayer ministry be draw ke ngale mlisa ngene won kokenje John 13:7 John chapter 13 verse 7. Again, Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." Okay. Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." No, you are kajina kan be bom ya pam le ke o kane keke shishi ni anshin mo ifi uno. Ngamo ko yanche David Clotte. Dr. Yeman Probi Hospital. Kanoni ji Iche Jones Nikwe, aka Cloud Sounds. Maybe no kawaii be Alfred, Mekrokume, Teshibi, Chowu da Mrs. Dodu. But no be me feni ko ba be Leebi okay Leebi drama fe wo fen wono. Mo wanyo ko na share my Facebook ni ji Omashi TV. For like no share ke ti le fe on stream live le ho ya YouTube ni ji Omashi TV Accra. Wapi pape bi iko kenje Paris. Okay, greetings to Sama ke agbene manifatai chamani kwa na sani gba ese amni ji inche braid Mr. Dennis Braid that will can this MPP ku Blakuma Center le huno hopefully idamo ke ha gbe heku oba kwaje gbe le na kana Mr. Brenya le hu ye sham le NDC regional national fair ku AM le hu eva for position or Lebno wa fata wa chu kusun quickly ka gbene wo kwasanjin ni wo ba pan mene to boni njo wa kwa mguntu misani ke anye nya o sedina le hu ba wi agbene nugbo ni isu yo shin wa igba ona o wa ke no na ke jin shin ke anye no jino ni ba anye wa egbe ko no lo na kan o kenkle Mr. Braid, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Jiku apeche
de bo wo je shebo to Mohammed no na
na ka ebote bi no jido
or my busy field. She was she could wear. I mean, politics, you will feel tomorrow. The election is made. There was a cash, Manyanima share. Police station executives, naming the watch on delegates on the DBA. It's environment money come out Sunday. Okay, ona maybe PA where shadows can be or meetings who of your work cash be at a woman. Okay, on the way. The madumo panel on the money table ali. Pinkly, Manga me fair, me not table the board between. Okay, the daily breaks. Modumo na next month date. I think that will be on the 30th of July. After election. Yeah, Blakuma Central MPP. This one as communication director. Nichuo mechu no shinta biane no nichuo. No shinta nichuo biane. The position as communication director, if you like, is Sami. Jene Sami akeshi ye for alo ye short alo kewa. Ake ile emi prikedeke bonisa. Imanye ke ye bua Blakuma Central politics ke agbene MPP. Ne nyeda mushuba. Konika won try MPP. Leebi na be few other fear when you try to do a machine. Una Koni the way ni Blakuma Central MPP at a feature a week few. That can in Banono look at pay media cashin. Kefi can in Chemi na ba Uname. Keji I elect me as communication director no need your fame a very simple thing. Jomana I can reform say by party. I mean, every police station there, I a communication officer. Every communication officer local behind you must be able to communicate for the party. And therefore, can now communicate is 200. About 200 communication officers. The electoral area who then chair like a communication officers. Every electoral area officers, executives near them, one communication officer. And therefore, Obana a lot. I am saying a lot because when it comes to the main executive board, it is the duty of every executive member to communicate their NPP. And therefore, when I am part of them, I am going to push them. Okay, very easy. You only live in Ngamu. In Kebaha, many, Bobode, can be near Aya, no Juba, can claim Kebaha, Honorable Dr. Lord Comey. It's a political maestro. Well, any be the Chubaba or Leani MPP Domoshi. In the 92, Watabian, if I am any MPP Domoshi. Oshin, Honorable Eminizanina, not the way. It's a one-time MP, need a Chumuchumokona Chukuya, become a central done. Yes, or a Chuku crowd, and not when people are nature. Oh, Kemi Malay, NDC being here, would I say? Because Gates need a Chomoko, he need Chomoko fan, but though the projects coming out, Kemi Libi Fendi, Ebenezer, it's a match mainly, Baba, many job, like my central will tell you, me or NDCB, any pressure by car. Honorable Latif, as we speak today, it's a common knowledge. Now, Onyeni Oshin Jefferson, Manani Mashi Jefferson, Kwame Nasaki, former Deputy Communication Director at Jubilee House. Then we have a impact as a PC. We're working on Male. Honorable Mary Kali Abuila Mangale, Manga Collins, Honorable Collins. Okay, Albany, Warfare election weekend there, anywhere. Electoral area executives now elected. There was consensus building for some electoral areas for Amaya election. But I am a failing one in Nakesha Soma, reform ceremony. This time, I can elect Boni Oko stand over stand Ujuba. Over 2 million Ujuba. Because there will be another 4 years mandates. Unlike those days, now war coordinators need by consensus building, no Amaya election or cast elected. This time, they went for election. And my own big brother, I'll give him kudos. He also won the election. So the regional rep, Male, Ayiko, as time goes on, police station executives, then Fina Kabembo, police station executives need to show election because it was a very peaceful one, a serene atmosphere. The Momisha song, it was time for family making.
Ojuba, Mr. Brilliant. Me have Ujiku. Ugbe machine Alfred can go back Ofugo and fill it forward. Okay. No, Mummy, well, soon few could know much than what you want if you must work back. Koni Konga Mom, Kafatan.
You mean, you are living the first gentleman of the Republic of Ghana, Niji, or Denche, or Papa, or Che, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the generational teacher and the nation builder. You know, the Vice President of our dear Republic, Niji, Professor Nana Jane Opokwajima, Womami, living in Wangale. I'm going to Denche, or Papa, the great man and the man who is resetting Ablekuma South, and he will go in the history of Ablekuma South to be one of the best MPs ever, and even in Ghana, MPs in fact, I think the former mayor Honorable Alfred Okovandapoy, stand tall. Maybe naming like a PA who doubles as our deployment and deputy communications officer of Ablekuma South, William Amenumo, Banga Mbrahim. I've been a Mweko in Yakeha, Dan Latif, the MP for Ablekuma Central. On this note, Bada, former Deputy Communication Officer, Vivian Salak, Ablekuma Central, me Ŋulami Leebi, and of course, Mbra Onipa, we about in fact, pressure is better than Latif, and I will sit here confidently. Ni make umashibiake biake Ablekuma Central is just a walking distance. Ablekuma South, Ablekuma Central, lolly keke ni for me. So you can do your personal inquiry. I think just last week I was doing some personal inquiries on Ablekuma Central, and I realized in terms of brains, Dan Latif, in fact, a boy modding, and he actually will go, down in our history as the best, MP, apart from the regional secretary, Meji to follow to the charge. One vision, NDC vision, research, I'm in fee. So whoever comes, I think like Dan Latif a young boy. So far, so good. I think let me greet him this morning, Honorable Gaddafi. I check Gaddafi. I'm a fan of Gaddafi of Libya. Nimofia money actually Gaddafi who is suke bang. Feel okay. In fact, eja. Ninke ngamo mba nagwe. Kenima asumo ni the National Democratic Congress. From next week, we branch elections. He could make elections. Actually, it's just going to be a walkover. Acclamation. So they wouldn't do any elections. From there, over a constituency, and inside the constituency that as the Deputy Communications Officer of Kole constituency, and we work Dr. Zaneto Agma Wallace, the current MP of the constituency, and speaking 6 good Ghanaian languages, excluding the Queen's language. I think, and my experience, especially in helping some of our mother constituencies like Aros West Wagon. Let me take the opportunity to greet our brother John Settle Dumoni. I was there to help of Domiko Abenya constituency, Reverend Kwekwado, where I used to stay. So Kwekwado, Reverend Kwekwado, and a lot of MPs that have added my voice have really helped. The experience that I have, I think, to serve as a deputy regional organizer. I think that party B constituency say I will be able to be one of the best deputy regional organizer. In fact, Gambo, who is currently the deputy regional organizer from Ablekuma Central, in fact, Mebaba, she experience New York, I think and the language barrier also, you understand, counts. I will be able to deliver, and Wabacha Papa, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for that 2028 year. We will make sure we will continue the good works. Wabacha
okay. No, Inche Brenya, the voice of the grassroots.
The voice of
the voice of the grassroots. Nakai. Inche braid lehue, lehu leji amplifier. Let me show amplifier. Okay. Leji money ba gbele gbe amu. Iba amplify man biye agbe. Koni we ma se empower team lehu ni atuni na serve ma ojuba ke leader jibwe no ni peno yo fe mojuba empower team ko ni chuma wa pa ni saka achun ni e drive community amcho engagement ke kru ko me fe nye ya lojuba o mashi amekono ka mni chuma pa na me chuke je bia me ni afoshiki enye kwa nye fon onisa eni wo she wachi wo benke be sanjini juleshi ni saka wo wi nu bon shweshi wa ni di no komene di amane hawo kete micho be san kenya yin egbe kuna shi fense ake won kwe no ni ibanye ni isa ne ke na agba ina na no hiwo wonu he ake keji she kuma se ni amle I introduce new tracks come ni ake akwakwe ni mului ke agbene dwe ke ni bi kro come ni bibi action gates ke ise sanji ke kro come safu won mene o ta o bi wo kwe ake aso keji ya egbeja no to ni abato ke ko na agba ni nugbo ke mba ogbe fan aso ene na ke jinshin is it on the right direction fata process eko going forward there many jini bi eko kuma ni oba na ko na agba ni wona ke baby ni bo situation safu e won che breed masuma ke nka ba jinshin e ja ke keji won botem ni ojuba nu na agba ni ke mba man bi agbe no bo hu pupa no yo na ke e gbanye na wa ya jin ko kwe fe ya ke ba se michon ke kro kuma fe na jin famo ke we mo ni te no amoto na eni wo hye aka ke chonjin ba ni asusu ake perennial flooding ni wona e ke chonjin ba nye ewa ni na gba e no agbo eminchi ye gbe ko no alo na jin famo ko no
yo shikube ko emanga ntu iwo be fe ake Ghana yo tashi alo yena tajuba la dele ayu oda ne shimle chemiu neko ni yo ni tashi ko mo wo the base in fact me ko me ye ni bia ne ame ho farming was agbele we jada be you know if e jake because am mo chui ko me waterway because a dredge ko farming mo jubang ye ne ni echomo ne ya show me fa dredge ko mi to jubang wo nu ya bi ne sa kenye ya ko no wale ka agbele 2-3 kwe e ba wa shi e move for ya ne na agbele Ibrahim mashi ne nye ya no ko ba dumo wo je egbe bi ane onu fa cent ne chifu ne be himbe no in fact we understand that it is an irrigational area but people have settled there but I'm not settled again. They pay taxes, they pay or pay the house rates, get a property rate in the family. Therefore, the government must take things serious over there. I'm talking about wager. Bruh, call now, training mamo, no me. In the echo send me was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Last week.
2 weeks, ne?
2 weeks, you know.
Yeah, 2 weeks, ne? The echo send me. Bruh, I know as a government, to be named black, our president John Dramani Mama in Branike, he had one, it is a generational thinker. You see, when we talk about Mokoni, Susunia here, it's just one year I get your song than in nearby. Are you getting the point? I have mentioned of dredging the gutters or the bridge, the dams. The river say na about dredge me bona family because no serve as waterway they ensure me day in day out there benin mo ne share fucking with me e we me chio no ka dredge ni mi ko ni da kenu ehu e te ba fe te be ba o won le be ko ni we odo mi na fi ole aya cha mi mani bona fe no kana jun head issue say alo me mani. I don't know, but this very caring committee, I must be honest with you. We have been seeing flooding. Flooding back from right from the 80s, snake or make any be. You know why it's becoming so common these days? Okay, when you can't want to be a name, you know what your condition. There's so many people put me a year on your. So I'm pleading to this very government, the one that is touted by my NDC people as a generational thinker. They should come to the aid of Ghanaians by making sure that at Dredge, can you work a contract there, a brother? But we already have the contracts. Kuni engineers and planners say, I'm a Dredge. If I jam me, can it be? Call me by distance, I'm not jamming. Can we away? Giddy. Bra, get away with Jay. Okay, he don't look at she look by me. Jay, okay, you all. Now, only Akashifa, ne ya can be a fair say away. Municipal chief executives are kwe na mamotui along the waterway. Look, let us have that political will to bring down those buildings. Look, whoever is found guilty must be punished. When you are sent to court for building at waterway, say, next time it will serve as a deterrent to others.
Mr. Brett, kaji okwe punishment be found, but money matchwe
engineers ni your the heads of the engineers matchwe.
Ni many when you quit ni ameha be.
That is what I'm saying. The engineer say ni your municipal chief executive say ashishin, and then the chief executive ni your and they are not up to the task. I'm not saying it's not only peculiar to this very government. To successive governments. Oh, but why should we sit in Ghana and allow all these things? Why? Why should we sit in Ghana? Me, connection say in Yeko, when remember way that way. Chemist mama. But is that right? As we speak today, I can baller, a teaching far. And like a dinner come and say, Shalo, I can in an Shana interview, TV station, by interview. Nkapa cast a boy actually more than 500. Me unaka block a makamekachi. In like a dinner, don't go there. Look, from China more. From China more, call, but no, Naka one way and BB and you. And then I asked myself a question. We must act very well, brother. What geopolitics you mean? Governments have failed Ghana. Because Bekone Wembra, I am a footballer boy. Look at you, Naka, a footballer.
Why didn't you? Why am I
Ape rubber bag came in, Nibi, pure water bag came in, Nibi, such a water bag, a beko.
Coco.
Many mona care no me moke a healthier, many more cancer fappy, and we still don't want to understand that can be our cancer. The other effect is jacking, flooding any bar, a choke or gates, a choke or gates. Maybe rubber silio. Rubber cockle, I will be silly. No coya football again. So the government must ban this thing. You shouldn't look at me, the players in the game, they have businesses doing this plastic thing. It should ban it. They will revert to paper bags. I remember those days they were using paper bags. Because I take away a paper bag. Because I need no buy you put in check wrap a paper bag. What use what badging can it be no? It costs no make bottle. Ni bola ni ake huembra bola na ke wo ni bi ni yo mi o le ni bi ni yo bola mi roba ke mi ni bi so e lo bo kan ni be ko newe aya lo bola chi ya shui ka we bola ya kuchu e bi yopo denche eji kokoko e da ko mo shishi banku shishi ke mi ni bi aya chi ya shui o ya e koko na ke wa roba mi agbo ni ko gbe na ya che roba fo de me. It's wrong. Ona Bini, what fair Benoit as well, Kaji, what SIS book say, 58, Kaji will use at a or can't get your chair. The Bible get your carquadu. Go by ye. Ni pepper, a craft get ye, can't be na. Either make a poke shelliola. Take a shelliola, where pepper back bottle. No cabo a ball of bibio come chabu, she knows this, like a ball of warby. Cash your queba, shiny, carben of your asha. Me put a ball again, not a wish, no chain washer, no chain washer. e wo ba no ishi for ye sham for 100 years no na ball upon it. But today what are we saying? And those things can even give you, it can give you a black soul. She may not rubber, they hoish. Yeah, community, I can rubber feel again about 20 years, 30 years, they are watch of Anna Robert. So the earlier the governments of the day must work, the better. Ibra, I'm going to mean Pafai. No more than they expose how weak we are as Ghanaians. In the case you told us so much, there is a dam there. If I feel like I can't look down there, I feel you.
And I diabetic Jonah. Eh, number Saturday and again, your Duma Mimba Nisha, Nake, a Beffel cry. Near a diabetic road, then let's be road that
small portion there, you will spend about 20 to 30 minutes in the traffic. Why? Back with first light. I'm not blaming this very government. I am saying successive governments have failed. Because Benin was in funny no man da. It's an annual plan for it. Okay, it's like a dream say a drag. Ni e hishishi. Na cover umpu, a cover. Bona fe ni drip we ya. Na fe a create channels ni ken money chomi ya lady. So the earlier we start doing this thing, the better. Then it's a call. It's a call from all of us.
No, Mr. Braid, I don't get energy one. No, Chitan. No, part of my machine.
It's a more than 500 cars.
I can feel inside.
I can feel the sight. Look at this stop, my stop, I mean, and I can feel water way. Yes. I can feel water way. What is so wrong, bruh? Come on, be any big papa. Plastic, maybe in the on a cargo cheap where she will bet like a system here. So till we get that system here, it's like a war ban. I went out to South Africa, even African country. Look, I hear a recycling bin, a machine, a bottle one, a plastic one, and then yabiye. When a car can bin say machine, I am a bawu, a cafe alimi, a cafe mean for us. Are you getting the point? So if we are not ready to create those things, no what I know, no blah, we have to ban it. But they can create on much but the paper bag sell, it will create another job for people. I can't why cocoa. I hear watching why walk cocoa no one walk cocoa. I hear mean pull out the flags. Can you what flags look here? What food bag look here? No way would bucket this year. But to in Bray a mobile. Okay. Back when we work, it's your food.
Praise of our work on noon, a jacket to one year. A touch one can hear me your new and never boarding any son. Son, Eba. Oh, Mr. Brito, my name. Yes. No, Jenny.
Jenny. What any you say, complete. And I baby a pack on me by own Mojan shall be a level at the back. She may buy she a date and shamine. It's sad. Okay, well, you see, but I believe actually that may spill a spill or a daddy. But before me, 4 years ago, they can look about it was about 13 years ago. I'm a spoon well about she much me about touching me about we. If I buy many of her book any be any, it will be free. You understand? She 4 years ago, bruh. Really, let's enjoy me about halfway. And so the earlier, let's take away politics out of this because the more you try to play politics with this, the more NDC will also play politics with it. okay, still the problem will be there because I'm a defender. America, you see, let us all work and stop this thing becoming a canker because ke flade ba shaboko ke ya alu ba agbeboko ekwe party kala ni ewo mo fe mo ba yen gboye mi chuji eni kumo wole party na be blogo
Dawe.
and we are losing a lot of resources to the state.
Okay. Ojugba machima benke Mr. Benyalem oba sajin ye no oba kwe ake aso ne ke waste water ne beko no lo gbediano beko ye ni oba nye if useful e ha man bi lo oba san oba Mr. Benyal keji won kwe nche iwe ke motane na share sapoji politics e mo kwe won as a country no ko won kwe ne ke tracks ne na ke ba ka kwa ji muji ke nsa joy ke krokuma na aso Kenya here ibanye eye emu ni ko won kwele nwe wa wanye o maintain le ni enye chuni tumoboni no ni hewa keba
o ya don wa ni okay here pa no kuno in fact I was just prompted no me ha no achievements ke no ni inchwe ishi nuku yemi the former Greater Accra regional minister and the MP, the former MP for Kole Kloteniji, Honorable Nyamashiti. I was a key member of his campaign team as well. Actually, I really started my active politics year Honorable Nyamashiti era in 2007. A member of the Action Youth that has brought me work at Amos Moba. So I was instrumental. So I think that's it. And I think if this should be the conversation of Keoba Tashi as MPP NDC, one deliberate, one educated, one deliberate, and one check or many ahame ebena ni ameta was sanitations now. Won't harm a remedy say. I think it will help us as a nation. If you are, and I will agree with him in some meaningful we are a subsequent government's fan. But you see, the good news is the Kwame Nkrumah of our time is here. Ujinuku Kechon. I wouldn't say everything. What be nothing. There is no issue. There is no problems. No. We are working towards perfection. Bena ni akeha His Excellency John Dramani Mahama DCs ke MCs yo ke uti ini AMC ejeme and he is doing fantastic. Mr. Council, what do they call it? Yeah, Felix Odamti. Okay. Oh, boy, no, I'm talking about the Concentral.
Oh,
Franklin Council.
Honestly,
and even Wager Bawi, that young man was also a parliamentary. He was only problem. New York Wager Bawi is huge.
And nobody should wake up.
Look, the young man there. I'm not doing politics. Okay. Opinion for
Baji.
Who gets Baji?
Only Abukwa Central and Cancer is doing fantastically well. Let's put politics aside. He's doing well, and this talking is coming from both NDC and PP. Are you getting the point? Yes. But when it comes to Wedagba, we have his number here in Bra. Okay, so not moving.
Okay, so
because me like a first village at nani ba ike fight pa mo ba.
Me pon to ale ba. Me pon to ale wo.
Okay.
Ghana name yo especially Greater Accra we a major municipality no nake and the problems are peculiar and how they approach it. There are some type of municipality that their projects and the problems no like municipality it has to have the total attention of the entire nation. We all know Wejagbawi. Sabi Kaplache, J. Meneni, Mori, Yemiake and J. Kudi, Mbatubo. Almost about 30 something years. I know Wejagbawi very well. What they know your Wejagbawi. Apart from spirit, you say, can it be bro? You know the kind of Nijike Nimone, how Wejagbawi is. You are watching Obra Kono. He is doing his best, and in fact, I think, okay, you understand? Yes. Felix is a fantastic, you understand. I know him. He's in fact generally okay. So he's doing his best. So and then there was even an incident that really happened in the Abelkuma West. In fact, parliamentary candidate 2024 Niji Kobi Mensa, a facility co. We about facilities New York, ni onye okumalu okumaekumeni Asia Kobi. We are doing all this kind of facility, bringing down actually facilities New York water bodies, and unake agitations here. Me nushi, especially say nushi, but we can't afford, you understand, to lose a lot of lives because of bo facility. So we are trying to, the Greater Accra Regional Minister and the entire, municipal chief executive say, I mean, very, 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 they are on grounds. There are meetings going on. In fact, we are still seeing the kind of remedy. Obasa, this of flood in there. So Kobe is an NDC person. NDC is demolish or a property. A property in FA, and he even came media and then bitterly. And I think we will, in fact, qualify as a party, as a government. The NDC, what fee, Tomo, you understand? Mekumeni, you will see, because you are NDC, you will not, you understand? No, we are looking at Ghanaians. Power to serve the good people of Ghana. Whoever, in fact, is even in the NDC or whatever, careful property, Heni, Sani, I've pulled it down. What I have pulled it down. You hear me? Matter of dredging of gutters. No, living, look, after, not even after June 3rd. Not even after June 3rd. Because I saw some municipalities, in fact, are dredging. Are dredging gutters, say what? To just let, find a way. Adorakanomi, and apart from Adorakanomi, of course, they are doing it, and only I think. No, I'm coming. So sometimes it's good. It's good to video. As we speak, we will put it. Many, in fact, in Umashiti, Koni Amena, the kind of Nuchuma, many I will not sit here and do politics. And then we see, sometimes we are back to see the track record of all this kind of major, challenges as a country. In my constituency, the MC, the Honorable Alfred Atu Alutegezi, is doing fantastic. And challenge Tomobini, in fact, Felix Jeme challenge is equally, in fact, like ours. Okay, the famous is like the part dredging. Yes, you won't know me. Although, so whenever you train, you see what you remember the unfortunate June 3rd that happened then. In fact, Hans is like the part Keshka. Dredging. Shishika, touch ni OSP chale say me a not call from in fact from above. Okay, well. She can't one she can't get you to we will come there. It's not look, we will come there. We will come there. So the come to treat something that will let the entire citizens benefit. Let's be bold. In that case, maybe subsequent government said tomorrow no under His Excellency Akufo-Addo Mahmoud Bawumia all dredging places ni in fact I'm how was Shikani off here touch Shika on any schedule because the major dredging was, you understand, that of Sicily Dapa that is giving more flooding, which we in fact were MC of Kole or Klote municipal, assembly is working tirelessly to make sure this, kind of, solution, a real solution to whatever. The other time, whenever Adabaka, where he in fact, where you going a few so the second rain that fell, but due to me, in fact, a dredge got a semi can be here, and they are dredging the trying to find solution to the Odo. It really made citizens of Adabaka not go through the kind of what we saw the other time. So all what we are saying again in resetting we sit down and advise. We should have an opposition who has failed to sit down and now see the need to advise me. Let's put this here, let's do this, let's do this. We are Ghanaians, and we as NDC. We are open to advices. We are open to advice because come on, flooding is something that we have to find a lasting solution to it. We are about in fact a machine na akeba ni aji bottles add differentiate all this kind of thing. Look, in touch be any normally it's on the pipeline coming to make sure if you are every municipality will really have this, you understand? I'm coming. It's care in care is a general family must begin with the step.
Okay, so it will begin from 2028.
You see, toned down as the new patriotic party because the party JNA have power money. So I think you understand. In moving forward there, we are seeing government tempo model. And that is why I continue to say, we honestly have powerful and good MCs and DCs who are working tirelessly to make sure this also come to pass. Well, let's all give them our support and we know that you understand. With their experiences, they will really deliver. In your we about the takeaways can be recently date somewhere like July. I'll confirm it about banning this kind of imports of takeaways can be because it's becoming a headache. IWA on a sanitation meaningful. They've really come out and they are working at it. Making sure every meaningful how problems over sana.
But beginning of next year, 2027.
In conclusion, in this kind of part, you see the major problem that we have. In the near Kembapa Bay is touch the thing was suka wabang mufita wa suka wabang wabba mafia mofine. Okay, sometimes we forget that ni no ye alo ni no ni okay bola shey you know me it goes and then choke the gutters and come back to you. So I personally think as we have started, the National Democratic Congress communicators have started there, wakayo Ghana be ake na kebia mine this kind of ake sabi o efele bi o ba fi o he fine because we know ni ufo who ni volley those kind of attitudes and vices are all on Ghanaian because Africa fair nkwewo
she Mr. Manyanka wonkwe ne no na ake ba ne tracks ni ake no akwa koni boni numi wake so ebanye ne esana yegbeko no hia
as because these bottles and whatever they kind of compliments ni honey got a sake and be choco so okay what fee and let me tell you this on authority as I feel initiative here we are making sure okay we got to say no nisani agbele me you understand we will get there we make sure that we will do gutter expansions and everything in fact they're gonna be but now we are resetting and as I continue to say journey of 1,000 miles begin with this step especially any in fact Marty ni Ebenezer Bomona or hima here in fact they'll be now there they didn't think about whatever. That is why the generational thinker I tout our leader, our president, the father of the nation as the generational thinker because as even in fact the MPP came to power a facilities need you understand no Ghana use they didn't add anything it was just rhetorics come back they just talk money be the whole hospital. Look at what they did to you. So you didn't add anything to Ghana. You came to set us. I'll come down. No, please.
Ivanyo Kuluba.
You spoke the same thing. So we are talking about a government that is working. Rules. Every sector we are working. And the major focus being the major focus flooding the way forward. So our MCs, as I said, they are doing so far so good.
Okay. So far so good. Mr. Brady, like we mo akolo ekuma ye. Kaji okono itan. Isake chose mo ke education and information and fenye yem. Ewo ye gbeko no masmo no ke fata e wake. Aso kaji won ko Kenya hie ne ken rain waters, lo ma ken waste waters ni wo ya wona ne. Ye gbeko no asa ebanye fe useful ke ha ma.
Ebanye fe useful. Ke ha ma Kajima na a national plan. Ye can never Kenya plan and manager. You see, I want to sound very nationalistic. And therefore I'm doing everything possible to avoid doing politics. But my brother is pushing me there. But I expect him because I expect him to sound very, very more apologetic than what he's doing today. Because Ghanaians are not happy. You see, whether it has been done by successive governments, you understand, and they have failed there, they have left the same. You have been given 4 years to work. So you need to you need to show working.
They are working. Everybody's saying.
Go and tell Jantua, Madam Jantua, the president the government must investigate. I can mean come about power. No, every time I have power, 2/3 flooding. Tell him, Makeshi, look, politics has gone beyond negative propaganda. It has gone beyond that. Let's be so serious as Ghanaians. It has gone beyond negative propaganda. When you sit down and you try to answer everything, what is wrong, my brother.
So attitude now.
Look. Let us not go there. We will come back to that. My brother, you have been given 4 years mandate. You have spent close to 2 years. And we expect a reset agenda to be having a positive influence on us.
Well, the agenda is there.
But not a negative one as we are seeing today. That would talk a video. One car snake park. And you call this okay, you are on course. Tell the president, use the airwaves. Sit here and tell the president, okay, Mr. President, we touted you as a generational thinker. But you are not thinking. He is not. Don't let me go there.
Mr. Break, as a president, my
brother, came Bosnia,
okay.
I belong to Wedagbawe constituency. I wouldn't try to look emotional, but I am trying to sound like your viewers will tell you in your face.
Oh, please.
I can see the government of the day is failing. He hasn't failed because he has 2.5 more years to prove, okay, he will do some corrections. He is failing. I'll go to other sectors. I am talking about the flooding. He is failing because, you know, go and tell Jantua again. Let me go Jantua presidential Minponi. Staffan. You see, a kind of president of the day must investigate. See, every June they're existing there. America Konedi, America Antoine. Kona me fi check say again. I want make OSP. I make attorney general. Na mumu me. Na kama national security. Kona anya no any flood in there. But tell the lady it is scientific. Once you assume power, ni numwene ni unuchope. A rainy season. Na a dry season. The rainy season, what we've been experiencing from the 80s, the flooding. But I'm minimizing flooding here by dredging the system. That is the difference between NPP and NDC. Don't say Don't say No, you come there. You know that is the difference. That is why NPP power. On June 3rd flooding, you get flooding, but not as we are seeing today, because I'm a job. Na dredge ni wo ekwa dredge ife po jobajo on not flooding and not to the extent that we are saying. I'm telling you, because God they say the entire nation is very dirty to the core. No, say this, be so apologetic, tell Ghanaians okay, we are sorry, but we will correct it. But don't come and sit here and tell us okay, it is war. I have said this, and I've said it here before. No, you sounded as if it is war. Me baffio. I have sat here before when I belonged to NPP and I gave a caution to NPP. I tell them you are leaving power.
Yes, because they
as a communicator, I still told them sit and look at this camera and tell your touted generational thinker Ake is failing Ghana.
No,
I am not saying this. My brother, and that's why I said he's failing. I haven't said he has failed.
Because Keji okay, he's failing.
No, he's failing because he has gotten almost half of his term.
Okay. Shika o yake saka kwena feed dredging. Bekone wana dredging problem te krokume. Ake modun ochoni eta shishipo hele koyo. Me krokume ba hele koyo. Yo Keji lele achinuchumu akpa bekone wonko emengbe na saka wana ise.
Okay, the government of Nanado. Eshi because I can't bore body. You are there. Are you getting my point? You are there. So I have sat here. I just sat here and said that successive governments have failed. Those that even failed, the extent of damage that we are seeing today. Are you getting the logic in what I am saying? So the logic is simple. You have been given the mandate to solve the problem. Stop doing the talk shop and work.
Okay.
No. So sound apologetic when you get the chance again today. Tell them, okay, Ghanaians, we are sorry. We will work.
So that's your mind. You know.
You see, but I just watch you doing propaganda with everything. When I am telling you, actually, when you even call, we don't manike for interview Felix Odate, not the honorable.
MCA.
He is failing there. And you are somebody that stood as parliamentary candidate. You know the inside out of Wedagbawe because you went from house to house campaigning. you know the choice, you know SEC, the problems that they are facing. It is under you. And my point is that I simply don't understand some politicians. You want to come and campaign to us again another time. So what do? Prove to us that the previous government they didn't do certain things and I'll do it and I will look so extra. It's failing. When where your machines, your municipal assemblies, every Mali. Now I'm a chagates, me Mali. Come on, Bokone dredge or put in chair. I have backhoes came in, be fair, Jemmy. Nibani bagates. He come a bona fide in wow. But I'm expecting it after this very flat day. I may around stand. You see, so when I am here speaking passionately about this very thing, it is not just because it's affecting me. Today, I sleep in my room. She too say no, they don't sleep in their rooms. So when you sit here and they are listening to you, you are telling them something. Okay, you don't feel their pain. You don't feel their pain. And you think you want to let the whole world know okay, it is war. That's so much. What I believe me feel. Many last year, last 2 years, last year, like I hear you. If you waste. You see, I was one of those that sat here and said that my party, my government failed. And for those things, those areas said they would lose votes. They lost votes. You see, but it wasn't to this extent that we are seeing today.
No, Mr. Breyer,
the government of the day must force the municipal chief executives. They must force them to work. They must force them to work. They must be doing rounds. They must stop the rhetorics. They must stop the propaganda. Because when you continue to do propaganda, the system will fail you. They must stop it. As if actually it is war. Look, other aspects, you might be doing war there. We are not there. We won't talk about it. But we are talking about flooding. It is so obvious and to listeners, the worst we've seen under the Fourth Republic. I'm telling you, because of the flood, I know yes, need more serious. No need to it was heavy downpour. But it wasn't any serious flooding like we are seeing today.
No,
the system must work just as Ikeagbina. There must be civil education to educate the people. But my brother, it is the duty of the municipal chief executives and their engineers to act now. Okay. Look, dredging, they can dredge at their small places and it will work.
Okay. Mr. Breyer.
Yes.
Because many feel useful.
Yes, you are feeling. Let me just do this quick rebuttal You see, on fair education, as we speak here, it's very simple. So what you do, okay, you don't say okay. Because J a party me or you work a more effort in it's a shared responsibility sometimes because come on Obanyo Tase you can advise the municipal office is there 24/7 ona Leebi to let's say so if you have equal ideas ni ona you also help because come on, I'm a cable, and you agree with me, okay? There isn't anybody who occupy a position. If I money at the end of a term, during a position, agile, Jimmy. What in I'm a fan, and in Felix, Bodenjo, you are ulele. Ona, no me a Bani, in fact, they serve as the member of parliament of the good people of Wejaba. Ona. And unfortunately, and I think it was a mistake the Wejaba with people even did because Jerry Ahmed Mpona actually it transfer. I'm a college I break myself because once ni mayor ejeme in fact that ejeme we don't even know what in fact if he touch the parliament.
Is there another propaganda?
No, has
it got something to do with the flooding?
No, constituency hear me. But a representative,
you know what he's doing? Do you have any idea of what he's doing? Do you have any idea of what he's doing?
We've never seen it in the record of touch with Ghana Parliament.
Is that part of flooding?
Look, it is Jerry Ahmed who went to Parliament. Who went to Parliament? The good people of touch with I'm telling you, cause the German working touch Felix. Because Felix is doing fantastic. Well, Felix it test me as the municipal. Challenges here, Jimmy. But boy, how we wish in fact the media house of Omachi TV will have one time one day about visiting, you know, the way that we need now. How sleepless Felix is. In fact, they were few meetings.
How sleepless and MC.
Yes. No, that is not the point. That is not the point. So as a leader, as a
Mr. Brenyano.
You see, as a leader, you have many chunoni. You understand? You don't forget that many your assembly. During the meaningful Akufo-Addo led by honey, you understand? MPPB me. I'm not saying I'm in favor of chanting, but you see, if you are working with people, that's you understand. Fair mistake here. As a leader, that shows maturity as leadership. That doesn't mean he was the one who supervised the kind of spillage or whatever he came to apologize. I don't know.
They supervise. She may not be young where they will pass the information to you down there. Constituency or
municipal chief, municipal chief executive, and tomorrow, engineers, no, it's a division of labor. She can afford by me. You come out tomorrow. We are out. What? Because look, I'm coming. People are hurt and people are doing and all standing about okay. And then also yes in fact in your and which it actually I was just thinking again. He said he told his own people like they are feeling and they feel, but he wasn't the only prophet. If you media person, you are a neutral person.
Join my prophecy.
I'm coming. No, that was
Mama is failing.
No, that was come on. The whole nation, we were all prophets, because it came to a time when Idi Amin and Idi Amin ruling in Ghana, Idi Amin of Dada, when Adolf Hitler ruling in Ghana, on we see, and now we have a humble, God-fearing, a generational thinker who said no Mimba let's help the government of the day. That ain't you are not don't think you just do politics or you just do politics with everybody. The livelihood flood there care by any MPP NDC. So we have to tackle them matters of flooding holistically and nationalistically. What can have politics? That is why I gave an example of a good brother. He's even my master in the art center, Kobe Mensah, in Ablekman West. Okay, who was called Kobe Mensah? He has an NDC person. Hopefully, a meaningful down.
Okay. Mr. Benya, baby, you are much money. Why are here? And you said now, on a cast of 10th June.
Talk about 13 June.
kono waja wo like nyawo said na as of 10th June on like ebe bashishi me the way forward.
Yeah, so I think okay the honorable Nyawo said now we all know
is she honorable?
Of course, I call her. You may choose not to call her honorable, please. Honorable, you know that is my honorable because honestly speaking, I'm not being biased. I've seen Mlani. In the case court, you can't just say okay because I know her in person and I know how selfless she is. On I maybe PAT, but you see, as you know, you rightly said, Wally. In fact, what can AJ man say? Keba ni eba cha actually it tell me.
Eba cha na lo eba jenshi.
Eba wala eba never jenshi eba never jenshi. Okay. Eba never on 10 years mini pone na hale. So I think that is what's what has really happened and. Small mla. That is why I told you okay, NDC we are not like it, we are a peculiar, outstanding political party. Mla mlani. We have a track record of even making sure the laws work irrespective of who you are even in the party. We would have said what about power? We would have shielded. You understand? Sedinam because Sedinam is an NDC person.
You can't shield Sedinam.
Oh, funny. If you
I
didn't do that. Please, I'm holding a point. I'm holding a point. So you could have said that. Okay, what shield them? We could have intercepted in an open interception because if you power, who get the point? They would have. Did some kind of Tomobini, I'm a few games and gimmicks who get me to just get said now. She having said that lawyers according to I listened to a senior comrade the MP for Hini, in fact MPP New Ebony, in fact lawyer neighbor by year. I was listening to his submission. He's a lawyer. He was actually the lawyer of Kumie, an NDC, in fact, parliamentarian who was making a submission on one of your mother stations. And he stated categorically, okay, a lawyers who intercepting her. So we don't know what a lawyers will feel. But we know okay mlani kemla moboe, you understand, and NDC party we steady surging and we don't want to interfere. In fact we collect, but you see all again we said that me a case where is Oforiata? Oforiata. That shows you the difference between NDC and MPP. But Oforiata what about Tabia ni actually I maybe I'm a buffer no cook any be no. Mlani ake yo tete atwa yete no bia na tete ni eche no ni akoda ogedi eche ni tete je tete bibio yi tete ni je Ghana we wa because said no poni okwele no come on le hani me more than millions of Ghanaians. If this soy am a business can it be fair ojo bang onai no in fact le case in fact Keba Kotuka International I will like a Jabluche na ba Kotuka International Airport ma make sure ke mahani culture group Abba Abba welcome le I think this meaning boy come on, the case. I don't. What about want to make case?
All me don't know feel. No, okay. Can we photo in room? Can we photo in room? Because baby, that
you have your bite. This.
Because of time.
Yes, can time share. You can offer a while.
She will find a tough time.
Bien, many. I get Chama would to me touch and ask for pardon. Okay, I mean, in fact, the generation thinker. You small name like a baby, but of course, the generation thinker, the father for all. You know, honor.
I mean, McKenna.
Oh, well, oh, David, I mean, here to plea. They are going to plead. Oh, then you are not naturally. So you ask your party people. That means you are not, updated. Then you should exactly. You should be updated. I mean, I'm your mama fire body. Attorney General we need body. Lawyers I need body. I pardon they can be. But you see, where my name NPPB then check Kumasi na me free press conference against Papa ne ake Coco Rose ni ake join okay ni bi. Come on. Oh, Chagalamte, Coco Rose contracts, Exim Bank, Bodia, here she can Agbone, Bope. Ni Olenuku, big comment. Look, we should just go back, what very short memories, and see this character want to me. Look, it's not even that. Maybe this man has done it. I think okay, actually they shouldn't even. Come on. It's even surprising to plead for such a character, such a greedy, selfish character. Because man, where you fa? And if you have MP, come on, Billy Pane, Obani MPP be Pony Baba out. I get quite. Akalaya. Look, the law should work. Law said Namtamoklo is here to be in. So why won't me is not about even Abrabronye. I was even telling, in fact, look, there are NPP people who tells me, okay, come on, even Abrabronye should have proceed to jail because of his kind of utterances. Archbishop Duncan Williams, you sit on TV on your kind of meaningful look, why are we doing that? But you see, we thank God. Okay, we have a generational thinker who is resetting Ghana. And we are not going to. But then because it's un-Ghanaian to insult elders, to insult people who can feed you, who can give birth to you, who has it all more than you. And in the name of popular, we want you in NDC, baby. That is not how our party teaches us. Intentional, our monitor me Juban. I mean, we no could in Juban. How we queried. We are well cultured political party. That is why everybody MPPB. If I tell you the number of MPP people who tell me I'm in Tau NDC card, it will marvel you. Okay. No, let's look at the writing. And do the right thing at the right time. No, it's not I can feel it here. I can feel it. Need to do one query, Wally, in me, while receiving a body body. I could in conclusion, Danny, in fact, the last conclusion, I think Papa could see him do out a Dagana be fair, ni a company say fair job, in Dumona government ne wale ni a Dumo in Najiam. Few a big company say, in Yanima, make a lecture ni in fact, Beni Ufurata, Fiamagba, Ufurata, Kenagba, okay, Ufurata, you can Ufurata, Kenagba. I'm a fan of me, body. I'm a flash. She no Bobona. Ni in fact, Monisho in obey the generational thinker, the nation builder, the first gentleman of our dear republic, the chief in command of the Ghana Armed Forces, Excellency Don Dramani Mahama, the NDC party ni woba or make sure ke body wo ida mash.
Okay. Mr. Bill, can claim makake Kaji okwana jinfam kan ko ne ken extradition ya lele dromo na chewe ba sheshin. What does this speak of this government? That no go ya no look what you want to me no after.
I want you to check war. The extradition didn't start from this very government. It started 2 years ago, June. Then July. It started July. Check more July 2024. The extradition process has started with selling and Tamakura. Are you getting the point? Oh, can you share this if you are going to come extradite? To be honest with you. So NDC doesn't have power over the extradition of the lady. Check and you see it.
We mo kumemnwa ke wache John Dramani Mahama yake ke ba kwakuni ba aso na kanyaloji na kan before that election. Okay, she
said in Kamakulu. Did all those things under the watch of John Dramani Mahama. Have we forgotten this?
2013
a fraudulent act of collecting Ghanaians 90 million Ghana cedis meant for traders. It's 90 million Ghana cedis meant for traders alone, small loans like Mahame. The lady has been convicted, so you tell me is ever true. For you to know the court may convict Kule. What have you tell you?
No, Mr. Brain starting in July 2024.
Exactly so. You see, let's be up with figures. 2024 July. Extradition project started under the Dramani Mahama and No. So let's Suriname. So we are talking about Suriname. Yes. So if you are talking about Suriname, Suriname was jailed in absentia because she absconded to US. Are you getting the point? Now,
we have one logic, but if Joffrey allow a big back and I see
for big bag, no for Mokoda. No, are you getting the thing? But we didn't even getting any feedback from the lawyers. To the extent that money bail and they pay some amount. Are you getting the point? Because this lady was dodging, you see, as to whether a health or a health, the fact of the matter on the ground, as we speak today, I prepare Lenny about to the jail. Is that not so? So she's a convict, and you are sitting here calling her honorable.
So
look, what is the meaning of honorable?
Oh, don't do that.
A revered person. Honorable means revered. Mokonde Ju Washika 90 million Ghana cedis. You call the person. Look at the way you were ranting. Damaging what's the name?
Damaging what?
Damaging Oforiata.
No, so is it not true?
Is it true? Okay, I see be convicted.
Oh,
and you even see lawyers like Martin Pebumeke, they sit on radio and they play this man intelligence. You see, let me tell you. Look, US courts is never like Ghana courts where you have a judge quoting Idi Amin. Make a fair judgment. US courts will strictly apply the laws.
Should I be a referral?
That is the point. US courts will apply the law to the latter. These two people, extradition went to US. That is said in Tamakulu. And then Ken Oforiata. Selina Tamakulu has been proven. Yeah, even the US then she's guilty. She must come and face the laws of Ghana. She must come and go to jail. Look, Ken Oforiata no many court say I'm a new famous it is not prosecution, but this is political persecution. You can check.
Just imagine.
Just what imagine. I'm not the one saying it. Imagine me saying it.
Hey.
Imagine me saying it. No, why has he not been? No, have you asked yourself why he has not been extradited? No, have you asked yourself why? He has never been extradited. There is nothing like extradition. Kona make hale. If you read alert, if you don't know, read alert. Ni international mean poker. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because the courts have proven, lawyers at the court now prove that the man, when he is allowed to come here, will come and face political persecution. Are you getting the point? And therefore, if it's guaranteed, Akeshi, there wouldn't be. When you claim Akeshi, I am giving you all the time in this world. Check and prove me wrong. No. Check and prove me wrong. Check and prove me wrong. Why would so US is doing favoritism? Is that not so? It's more in the CBI, and like I said, and labor behind the CBI. Is that what you are claiming? No, is that what you are claiming? US will do that for what interest? I could be someone Nana do Gabete wa. Kwamole na kele ato detention. Are you getting the point? But the fact of the matter, Jakeshi, they have seen some political persecution under this. Look, let us go back to Sending and Tamaklo's issue again. You can start somebody's process when you realize that the person is failing to appear before the court. You can jail the person, you can sentence the person in absentia. Are you getting the point? So the lawyers are claiming that if you think he has done something, start the process. We are there to come. And you still want this man. You want to kill him, that is all. You don't want to shoot him to kill him. But you want to give him pressure, knowing very well that he is sick, or you give him pressure for him to die.
Mr. Brebe, way I'm in pressure.
What is the pressure? So Bongo, let's be very careful. What? Let's be very careful with our comments. When I sit here today, then I tell Ghanaians, Akeshi, Equabet TV station. Bongo, if you're bribe, Papa, here, I look at people, here, bribe, Papa.
Your minority leader,
in the media commission, like a booty, no, I face it. I'm very well by me. Well, I conclude that situation. So, what are we doing to them?
Mr. Braid, what
are we doing to them?
One former Chief Justice can make Krokomeni picket because of a new fame on Najim family. Okay, I have pressure. Let pressure.
My brother, there were policies, and that is why people picketed.
There were
policies like haircuts. You know, when so far it was a policy, and they disagreed to the policy. Does that make him a thief? No, does that make him a thief? No, let's be so honest.
They disagree with the politics.
They disagree with the policy. With the haircut policy. So we saw so far Kufu Mekanibi, they were picketing. Is that what you are trying to say? So fine. Does that make him a thief?
I have pressure. I mean, so I can tell way how gonna be pressure. I don't know the policy and no chon. I can't banima by he even went further to do what he has to do. No,
America has realized that. America has realized that. Really, the man is a sick person. He's still going through no this.
He should come to his country.
By forcefully. What's the meaning of fugitive?
Mr. Mero, get my force.
What's the meaning of fugitive? What's the meaning of fugitive?
Okay.
I'm going to
okay, I'll tell them, Bani, what people are doing.
And that is
fugitive.
I made it so.
The man is fugitive.
Okay, there is a distinction between the two. With the two, they were all given extradition requests. Extradition means that she show man over what tribe. I don't show man over face jail terms. Is that what the point?
It's American.
Because you have done something, because it is perceived that you have done something wrong. But this is a system that works very well in America. They said,
and it's America can override.
They critically listening to the lawyers of Ken.
What to me as financial meaningful?
They notice that he has done nothing wrong when it comes to the process, and therefore allow him to go through his medical issues. And in due course, you can't face that. That is the point. Look, as to whether I will never sit here to say Akeshi Kenofrata is so clean. I will never do that.
No, but you are doing
because
it.
I am not a lawyer.
You are doing it now.
You are not getting my point well. You are sitting here jailing the man. You are sitting here. You are sitting here. You are using this media. You are using this forum to judge the man, which is wrong. That is what I am telling you. You have already started calling him. You have already started calling him a criminal. When the man has not been convicted, he has not been tried by any court.
Are you waiting for conviction?
When we have a lot of appointees under NDC, over 10 that has gone through jail, You want to equalize with this man?
Just.
No, come on, don't say yes.
This is.
When we talk about jailbirds, they are NDC jailbirds, appointees. You are even talking about Wutumi. What are Wutumi? Let me go back to Wutumi's issue. I'm going back to Wutumi. Wutumi is not an appointee of NPP. It's not a former government appointee. But catch appointee, say catch government member, MPP.
Yeah, government appointee. Government appointees and another way. We will look.
Ecopost stand appointee. Ecopost stand trial for stealing.
Okay.
Are you getting it? In the case of Wutumi, once he enters into play bargainer, then he's guilty of the offense. We are educating ourselves. So I'll say it. I will never do politics with it. Because Wutumi Shika, they are calling. They can be it can be a personal thing. Are you getting it? Instead of using the money to venture into businesses, make a cafe like that great business, into farming, because it gets of land. And therefore, before somebody or the lawyers will start saying that a plea bargain, then they have not established. There is a provision under the law that considers plea bargain. And you are sitting here, you think that is politics. No. The government of the day wants the money to work. The government or the bank wants that money to work. If they don't enter into that plea bargain, the government or the Dimin Kabumene on authority, Attorney General is so ready to accept it quick. So that it won't waste time. It won't travel over a year. Such cases can travel a lot. It won't travel over years. They can use their time to enter into other prosecutions. That is why in some of these same cases, they enter almost into plea bargain. And what it means is that you have to pay for the money. And then there will be what? There will be a penalty. The penalty can be in the form of even a smaller or reduced jail term. And then it means you pay the money with interest. Bongo, so are you getting my point? So plea bargain, it means that the man is guilty. The man is
already, no,
yes, you can't loan pay back the loan. But the purpose of that very bank is to ensure that there will be developments in Ghana, or there will be not for infrastructure. It was made for agric. And therefore you are going to plant and Ghanaians will benefit. You didn't use that. So false pretense and other things will come in. Whatever is trying to look smart, and the smartness will help him.
Okay,
Mr. Paying the money. But let me also ask you a question. Check. How did Merchant Bank collapse? I won't say anything fair.
Use 1 minute to look at the way back. Last week, can put the weekends and I can look at the minister say, Joe, you don't much on and they can't award, then I award
it. But out, you actually award saying, show me. Ever 50 awards and a half, because look at what is currently happening in Ghana, in Greater Accra. Yeah, I get the best regional minister was Greater Accra minister.
Of course.
So Ghanaians are watching. He's the best.
Okay,
He's the best because if I allow flat by Shima Shami Kelibi Baba, Ghana Accra Bobudi Fefe say. Hello, John Kanishi. Okay, he's calling. The war I care. I'm 50,000. Yeah, me care. Now I go mommy. National Secretary. I care. More let you so me I won't say it is alleged. More you okay. I have 50,000, get 20,000, get 30,000, get me. Kona Kena Bears Awards.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Ojuba. And what's your 0274324321?
Quick one. I'm about me. I was ne. JNDC type ni body. I was ne. I was said. JNDC time. You try get MPP time. You try get 50,000. MPP ni Hobes car 50,000. You try get 1 billion. It is never true.
I think Mr. White.
What way? It is never true. What money buy you? Look, yes, I said it on your way. I said it here is okay. In fact, it's needless. No, only Honey, Mambi.
When Pastor White,
Mambi.
Mambi is needless.
Of course, it's needless. Me,
no, because anything about NDC is needless.
Okay.
The flooding is needless.
See, no one will flood and the Jacob. What's rolling spark?
You are trying. I'm a favorite, but you are trying to bath a black monkey to be white. I do me a do on the can do in fact look can Oforiata no le can Oforiata track record your man name me in fact me look at people who died under the MPP you understand and Nana watch as Ken Oforiata even we had Afro Marking and MPP
you have all the
MPP order please for God's sake order me MPP being agitated and you are talking about to me. And to me was is still your original. Look, I'm coming. You is your original meaning. You are trying to get government appointee. No, me a government in your power. In fact, come on. A famous just because
use your energy to
come on. He was the governor of he's the governor of Ashanti region. Touting himself as a governor. A governor, go through it.
Is he a government?
Go through it. Look, we shouldn't sit here. We shouldn't sit here and then okay because of policies say well okay come in fact look politics come on they come and look Ghanaians are discerning you see sometimes I do say okay we are educating public one faith deliberation sometimes excuse me it doesn't mean okay many they don't know what you understand. They know best than what you understand. In Kembo fairly on many Ghana are we and I will quote a bishop of Joe meaningful. Can you feel it? No in Kebafi, oral must not feel. And we are working towards oral. We are working towards oral. So please keep quiet, mute, and then sit down and let your people. And I agree with you. Get the point there. So please don't even look. Let's want to me go through whatever he's going through to prepare his own meaningful FA. Which will serve as a deterrent, as an example for Tacholete. So in conclusion, I think Art Center, Wobaka Mofia Mofai, Koliko TV, you understand? Wobaka Mofai, elections. Ni obafi ni branch election say hey me people have it no contest, but you see people are also contesting on because party of it we are democratic we're National Democratic Congress. I'm saying this there is issue that is ongoing in Art Center. I Jemen started in political meaningful under Honorable Nyamashite, and there are this there is this woman organizer a contestly and in Luko that because since 2007 she was a branch woman organizer. In fact very hard working. In fact, actually, Aisha Kurubu on a Mona contest or actually Salamatu Mohammed. So she is not happy. I will advise. I'll sit on TV and advise. Okay, we are NDC. and we believe in democracy. The war, honey, in fact, everybody now that contest here, honey, I contest it, Mofiamo, Nikabina, the winner. That is it. That is the beauty of touchless democracy. What we feel need to make a call on the American couple. Exactly. On this note, in fact, CEO of GoBoard, lawyer Sami Jemfi, we salute you, our national communication, and Malik Basintali, communication bureau, Jerry Johnson, and Simon Tete, and communicators. You are doing fantastic. I will salute you. And Greater Accra Regional Niji Executive Chef, I will salute you. Nyaha Migbena, Oni Maba ni ma occupy the position of the Deputy Regional Organizer ni Macha Nuchumoni Unyemi Onupa Gambo. In fact, Ichune. I will also continue from where Gambo ya, you know, I think that is why I think Gambo ya, I think I wouldn't contest on a deputy organizer. So on this note, thank you so much. And Ajo, Agbene ni Denche, the owner of Omashi TV, maybe on Ngale. Omashi TV is one of the best stations that we have in Greater Accra now. Okay. So Greater Accra Regional Minister, Udencho sister, a fantastic woman.
Mr. Breed, fantastic woman. Okay. Yes, and two of us. Yo, Mr. Breed, over the Shasha or when you walk about it.
You ma Fireman. His Excellency John Dramani Mama.
Nakano.
Our president, of course. Exactly. And he started by NDC as a generational thinker. Generational thinker ni NDC be trouble. Makbabu Faiwa. Koni Obo Wimone to a flag there a bawona. As a generational thinker, we expected that Kenny was your office no over dredge say Koni no any ayo the bar. I look back on if you collate. If you go 2.5 years, look over there. But what they know to you know, we lose local KG, NDC, she power. At least your name must be there. So no shigwe papako. Get me, Nanuya. But Makabu Faikoni, Osa, Osa Mao, Ojuba. I believe we walk couldn't walk now the likes of Kwame Pipra, Victor Salome, Sefayanki. Ke Ibrahim Adams me Kabuga Pele ona because I just want to me
na yeno na
oh where what check ni bi baba oh baba
right time baba
the right time make NDC bi e ko ni
Mr. Brenya
ona ke ama menu chumo NDC ji propaganda oh no is doing well when it comes to propaganda if propagate to the
Mr. Dennis Breno
I mean here waka kwa no able for central I'm a famous director for communications.
Adamo Jeme Mama Wabuwa.
Watch a Greek minister, the Honorable Eriko Poku.
Honorable.
Oh,
Honorable, good morning. A Greek sector mechanism fenya ba wo mnim ba hwele koni man bia wana no twuma pa na metwe wa hye kono shije no wa hye Facebook okaba na gbe Napoleon wa gagba keke wo ye Mary Wallis lonke good morning Albert Daniel Mauli lonke 100% sure Mashi TV wa do to mo wa bo mi hye na mi yamlinji no koya no ni eji no pa ni se na wo ba we kan ko chinan ni afimo chinan ke ba niji afimo china ye gate samlin ke krokum wona ke onupa e wo ame no ni ate hefe ni china ya afimo ame akọ na je china efe ene ye wonu chuma pa ni wo ji se je wo pe si me koko me etu na kan de ke we mo no wo we ena ke afana ni ye a hwe me na me ke china e ba hwe ne ke na efe no wonder onupa shike ya yin rolling spark le wo we rolling spark sani wona ke lelen afana jinye ko ko bo ni gbe no efe yin kra shike ya yin ona ke bia ne abo inteito pavement se akwena fe je me fe ko ni no ya ke shiru ma fi o pa fa ma bi e wo suke wo ba no jino ni gbe o ke ji afe lo jugba nya wo kwa no jugba ka fi lo jugba nya wo kwa no jugba o tun apa ni afe ne kenya nu wo idon o ke o ma she wa do tu mo abomi she nke nche de ni break ke agbene Anthony Brenya ji mo na sani gba ngbe ji ni tetela te kenya nu wo idon na kan wo benye na asale fefo koni mambie ana ejole marketplace
resetting
na kan o get resetting on step resetting alo ine o ma she kenya nu wo idon ke bi ko kura pe o ke ye se iwa banya tuni no na mo na
bra olelo ba wa wo yi
David
ni ke bra mo le ke mo le nu ba fi e bi